Okay, how's it going? So I'm going to talk about a very interesting nut that I just harvested, the chestnut, and I'm sure you guys know about it because it's so much part of this season that we're approaching, you know, the Christmas season where people traditionally eat chestnuts. But I'm sure most people don't even realize how they grow, and I actually just learned a little bit about this plant myself, so I'm going to share the knowledge that I just learned. First up, the American chestnut, the scientific name is Castanea dentata, and it's in the beech family. You can see here they have very long leaves with serrated tips at the end, so it's a really good way of identifying the plant. But there's an interesting history behind the chestnut because in early America, these trees were harvested for the timber. It was a hard timber, but in the early 1900s, because of the importation of another species, also known as the Japanese chestnut, it introduced a fungus which caused a blight and nearly wiped out these trees. Me and a friend actually found a tree very close to my home, so we just went over there and we just started collecting a few of these chestnuts off the tree itself, and it was an interesting process. You see it's very sea urchin-like, and some of them have two nuts in them, and from every once in a while you get every once in a while you get yourself a little unmature nut. So if you look at that right there, that's just no bueno. See, because they're so damn sharp, I just basically smush them with my foot and get the nut out. That's a weird shaped one. Never seen one shaped like that. So we got a decent amount. We actually brought them back to his house and roasted them, and they came out damn good.
Some of these look just like what you would find in the supermarket. I mean, that one's pretty big. That's like the exact size that you would get for $6.99, $7.99 a pound. And I was just out skateboarding, and I happened to stumble upon these with Aunt, and I thought to myself, man, I just went the other day and bought some for $6-7. I literally have at least 2 pounds. It took me maybe a half hour to accumulate this much, and all I had to do was use my shoes. I didn't need any tools. All I had was my bag and my sneakers, and I got all that. That's probably enough for both of us to have for like the whole day. I'm gonna cook them all at around 400 degrees, maybe a little less, like 380 or something like that. Look at all that steam coming off of them. Want to make sure you get all that hair off of it, fuzz or whatever you call it, this little film. And you could eat it, but it doesn't taste that great. It kind of absorbs all the saliva in your mouth. Free.
And this is not to be confused with the horse chestnut because they're actually slightly poisonous, but they're very easy to tell apart. If you look at the outer shell, it's more of a smooth and pointy surface than a thorny sea urchin-like surface, and the nut itself is actually more round and disfigured compared to the more uniform edible chestnut. But yeah, they're damn good. I love harvesting things from the wild and learning about new plants, and I think that you should do the same. You should learn about something from the environment around you. That's important because the more you do, the closer you become to it, and the more aware you become to it, and the more aware you are to the world around you, the natural world around you, the more closer you become to it, and the more closer you become to it, the more respect you gain for it, and then we start to become better inhabitants. Plus, it's really fun to eat all these wild foods because the people who lived in these lands before us ate them. I didn't go in too depth about this plant because I want you guys to actually go and look further on your own. So thanks for watching, and till next time.